Hold up. So what is it currently using? Video encode. Wait, hold on. I think we're using the correct one. Wahahaha. So, hello. Today we're going to be not playing Sega Genesis games. We are working on backgrounds though, so turn on the correct thing. It's been a minute since I've streamed. It's gonna take me off. Come on. We love you, OBS. Stop being a pain. Device not connected. Up. I think we're good. Okay, so welcome to my Canva. Let me go to my page function. So as you can tell, I'm working on a bit of graphic design. If I turn on my backgrounds, you'll see that we already have one. So we already have one in place. So if I turn that off, it'll put me back on this, which is what we want. But as you can tell, Sega Genesis games, Among Us, TMBSMP dev streams, custom. Just me playing on the server, me playing Hypixel or something. And so this was the original. This is actually a screenshot of a stream I did a little while back, so I could get the correct scaling for the actual panel of the game console. Can I enable that? It's probably going to tell me to go to hell, but I want to see. Okay, so as you can tell, no signal, but you can kind of see what I'm going for. So if I turn that off, re-enable this one, boom. Kind of what I'm doing. And then I was just looking at different assets and stuff here, but I kind of want to make a couple more different things. So right now we just have like the general tab. And if I grab, pull, accident, whoosh, YouTube, MPCL, live stream preset. So I have my OBS scenes. So cool thing, stream starts soon, general, game full screen, and then be right back, oops, taking a break. Then my main visual backdrops, which are different ones that I've used in the past, like this one. This one was the first one I ever did. This one was when we had one of our cats that's no longer with us. Then I kind of added like, okay, this is where the chat's gonna be. And this was a compile. And then I ended up making this. So just a basic blank background turned into this, which I was super happy with. And it was high enough resolution that like you can zoom in and not really have any issues. Speaking of like zooming in, hold on, which one is that? Because I know there's one that's like super high res that I was playing around with before. Properties, details. What is the resolution? 6K native. What is the resolution of this image? Just a tiny bit higher. 19,831 by 11,159. This is a really high resolution image, and I'm not sure if my stream's gonna like this. I don't know what GPU it's gonna try and do this on. Okay, it's doing it on the 3070. Good. But essentially, this is a really high resolution flower. Which, honestly, this is the worst thing to do with such a high resolution. Best thing to do is actually text. I accidentally just closed Canva. Oops. Nope. Okay, I didn't. But I've been playing around with this. Means I need to grab compile, main, OBS scene. Because I do have these. Which is like, I'm happy with it, but at the same time, I could do better. Especially now that we've gone from this to now using this. It's kind of hard to show you on one screen. But I used a lot of the same assets, like this chat box, for example. Right now, none of that's set up, so if you type in chat, none of that will be there, but will be soon. But, like, I'm gonna have nights where you can request a game on my Sega Genesis once I get it working. Me playing Among Us, dev streaming for TMB, just playing TMB, Hypixel, all that good shit. But originally, like, I would have, like, a dedicated fucking asset per game I was playing, which took up a lot of space. So, what I want to do is I want to add a new page, just blank. We're gonna go to templates, and we're gonna say red. Let me find something red that looks fine. Like, hold on. See, I really like gradients like this. Like, ignore this for a sec. Goodbye. Like, that's so pretty. Oh my god, there's totally soda. Okay, what about bird? The answer is yes. Okay. Wait. What? There's free assets for this? Are you kidding me? I just had to type, like... Who wants... Look at this. Like, I don't do webcams. I'd be going with a completely different color scheme, but like... hold on, we'll go with the same like color there. We'll use the darker and then the lighter. Come on. Then like this background can be like a really dark gray? Maybe? No, doesn't really work. I'm gonna just leave it as it comes. That is so cool, dude. If I knew that this was like I could have saved a lot of time. That's fun. See, something like this blue right here. Get rid of that. Maybe move that. Then maybe this would be like this. I'd actually change the font over to mine, which is porcelain. And then effects. I'm gonna do now we don't really have social medias for TMB. Is the main issue with this. That's so cool. That's so frustrating, but that's so cool. See, what I want is to create like a fake desktop environment like this. I really like this format. But actually be able to like click on this and it switched me over to the next section. I could do that on Linux. We'll do like a pale blue. We're just gonna, not what I need. Pale blue. Pale blue. Thank you. Twitch pale blue. That's not what we're looking for. That's Dental Studios. Twitch overlay, please. Thank you. I really like this format, like a lot. If I could change that to be more, oh my god, this is perfect. I see why people get paid to do this, because oh my god. These free ones are so pretty. Like, I've always just made my own. But, oh my god, these are cool. These are cool. And, like, the tab infrastructure is obviously popular. Like, one thing I want to do, though, is I want to have a 2D, like, VTuber model. Or, like, PNG tuber? Yeah, PNG tuber. Coming soon, reallyGreatSite.com. There's no way that's gonna cleanly... Yeah, no. No, I was about to say, there's no way that's gonna cleanly transition between all of that. Give me a moment one before. Pull you in the world, aren't you craving for more? Won't you make habit out of me? That almost ticks me off. Okay, so let me actually look through full screen. We're gonna do streamer. That's very like AI-esque. I don't like that. I'm sure a good amount of this crap is like AI made, but the stuff that isn't, I mean, dude. Like, currently offline. Because we don't stream on Twitch, we aren't gonna need that. Like, Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. Category, style, modern? Can I just tell it? That is pretty. That's so cool. Da-da, da-da, da-da. See, little assets like that are so important. Which, I know, this is like Twitch assets and stuff. That's so cool. That would be useful for like the Stoat, which, oh yeah, we're moving from Discord to Stoat for TMB at some point later this month. It really depends. It really depends. That looks like someone took a Razer keyboard and hit it against a monitor. That's cool. Oh, I can just tell it's streaming. You just tell it you're streaming or something. And it'll be like, cool, we're streaming. All of these assets are not mine. They belong to the creators on Canva. Stream will start soon. See, that's so pretty. And what I've done before is, let me pause that, is I will just like take a bunch of the photos that I've gotten and like make a little collage, whatever you want to call it. And that's worked. And then I had this one, which is the second one. I was getting kind of into like animal and macro photography and stuff. Hi chickens, they're still alive. It's been a while since I actually made that. When was this made? This was made January. This was made last year. Those chickens are quite a bit. Then this is actually for something that's coming up. I want to change the background, but my health is mental is a thing. It's going to come into existence sometime this year, maybe. We'll see. You know, what's in here? Literally nothing. OBS scenes, general. Like, here's the general scene that I used for a good while. That I apparently forgot what resolution I needed. And that doesn't need to exist. Goodbye. A game full screen. This is also one that I have. It's a really simple one. Be right back. This one... This one I was pretty happy with, but I was not happy with the scaling I did there. I'm not a graphics designer. Also, my own little thing there. Taking a break. Again, terrible scaling. I think at some point I fixed it. Crap, I don't remember. Projects. What would that be under? Comfortable and oh no, it's not going to be able under that. Where would that be under? It's going to be under projects. Welcome to the stream, 1 of 2. That's not it. That's not it. Is this it? Yeah. Okay, so this is the actual assets for this. I was playing with a dark theme. Yep, so full screen, taking a break. Let me zoom out a bit. Playing with different color schemes. Oh yeah, all my little important craps. A collab I did recently. Another collab I did recently. Coming soon. My Health is Mental. Like, I was actually like figuring out the official font for My Health is Mental, and I chose this. Because playlist script is what I use for this. Like my main MPCL logo. And I wanted something unique for My Health is Mental. So I came up with this. And I'm very happy with it. Did I ever star this font? I did not. You are now starred. So we have like official really important shit here. Like this is shit that like not even some of my friends have seen yet. Why are there two of this? TMB by MPCL. And then oh, I fixed the scaling already. I was about to say we're gonna sit here and we're gonna fix the scaling because that bugged me. No! And also that needs to change to the Stoat logo because so yeah, I'm gonna have to change the scaling anyway. Also, why is MPCLStudios here? Why is it not there? And why is I'm confused. So I have assets. So we'll do Control D. Bring that up to here. See, it's locked. Team B, the theorist. Let's scroll up. Yeah, this is my like current available assets, so I don't know. I don't know, cause like I really like the idea of a desktop themed one. So let's add a page, just make it blank real fast, and we will rescale this to the correct resolution. Resize to 2560 by 1440. Oh no, I'm working on 4K canvases. I thought it was 1080p. Whatever. And we will go desktop. Let's see what we find. Those are for tables. I need a computer. And do I have to make them myself? Like this one's kind of cool, but not really what I'm looking for. Okay. We'll make this shit by ourselves. Shape. That's a rounded square. I need a non-rounded square. Make it a darker color. And we'll go with sort of a mid-gray. Go with that for now. Da 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 da. Made friends with the way so I wouldn't feel alone. But plans a good conversation. I need to find a new location. So venture out, hello, into the unknown. Welcome. I don't know what the latency is like, so we'll see if you're still here. Currently it's like a kind of, well, right now I'm working on kind of like stream assets, but I really like, if I go to templates, home stream, there's a really cool thing. This, I really like this style, like the little tabbed architecture. Let me duplicate this as that. I'm fine with starting over. I had like nothing on the board. It's like, I see. Can you get rid of your error, please? That's annoying and in my way. Maybe something like this. Why can't I edit the square? Did you crash? Hold up. I think Canva crashed. It happens. Pop Canva back. Yep, Canva crashed. We're good now. So now, let me grab my downloads. Because I have a particular photo I want to use for this background. This is a photo I got a few months ago.
Hey Lee, wanna see me with purple hair
Hold
again?
up. There we go. So I'm really proud of this photo. So we're gonna layer, send to back, and then I'm going to lock it for now. So grab battery. Which I'm thinking, are these individual things? No. I think something like this could work. Ooh, I zoomed in too far. So this can go like only about that thick, maybe? I don't know. And then I think microphone. That looks close. That looks closer to what I'm looking for. Canva struggles sometimes to load in all the assets. Yeah, I think this is like best bet. So we're gonna make that all tiny. Move that up there. As I zoom in, you can kind of like see the grain of the photo I took. Little bit of noise, but I think it came out well. If I could have an animated blinking red light, that would be cool to like show that I'm live. What I think would be interesting is what if hold up. So I scroll. This is my main chat icon asset thing. So let's bring that down. My issue is I like the lines of it in this little flower, but I like the thing behind it more. So actually I'm going to change how we make it. Okay. Can I get one that's like just like this? There we go. Okay, so can I get... Huh. Oh, that's hilarious. So I can... Okay, so yeah, I can... I just won't. What about a sticky note? Oh, totally. That's totally doable. Goodbye. And I can still keep the flower. Awesome. I don't want a hyper-realistic one. Something like this, maybe? So... we'll do a face real fast. There's so many different little faces. So this one, the blush would have to be a different color. Main issue is it's very... Okay, so going with something like that helps. Okay, I'm actually quite happy with that one. We'll do just a basic text thing right here. Chat.exe, and we'll make it... Oh wait, I forgot. I can make it a gradient. So that needs to go there. So how I'm actually going to do this is really simple. We're just going to delete all the assets. Goodbye. And create a gradient page. So a gradient page is basically, it goes from black to white so that stuff like text and stuff like this, if you have different colored assets, you don't lose them. Super important. So I will do is I will So now I have this. We will go down to the asset page. We will group them in the asset page. That way they can be moved as one object. So this is the chat, which is super cool, and I can make the chat fit perfectly onto here, and I can scale it however I need. I think I will leave it how it is originally scaled, maybe just a little bit larger. But I think let's make some icons. No, I don't need templates. No. I don't need those. See, this is more useful. Oh wait, hold on. The flower is important. Actually, screw the flower. Hold up. We'll do something like I think I want to go with like the classic blue that I use. Making a desktop environment is so fun. Oh wait, hold on. I can take an idea from this. So have duplicate, put one over the other. That way they're easiest way to do this. Contrast color. That way I can see exactly when it's lined up. But these don't line up cleanly, do they? Why don't these line up cleanly? It's probably because I need to flip it. Yeah, having this centered and this centered have them on completely different lanes. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. If I could get these two in particular to be different colors as well. Aha. A lot of these are animated, but that is fine. So this moment, I'm just going to type icons, see what pops up. See, like, stuff like that is super cool looking. So what I want to do is we'll just get like a shape real fast. Basic shape. Screw it, we'll just use 470 works. So let's do like. I have that song from Rapunzel stuck in my head. Yes, I totally meant to type in the box. That is totally what I meant. Alright, so now what I want to do is delete the box behind these. I'll get rid of these while I'm at it. And then from here, expand this until it matches this. Send back. Sorry. To the back. Bring forward one. So now we have a perfect actual backing. Alright. I feel like the other one did better. Let's see. I totally meant people. It's so cold in my room. Jeez. It's nice, but also like hella uncomfortable. So how I measure is we go back to shape. We place a box and we get a rough measurement. So in my case, ooh, it's close. About 190. So now turn our stick sideways. Get it lined up, and now we have even spacing. Okay, so now we have because this is all balanced on non-individual items, it's kind of a pain. But if I replace and like actually layer this myself, it would take a lot longer. So it's a trade-off. Some of these are actually really good. No, I don't. No, stop. I don't want to use your AI. See, with these I can't use my gradients because they're not custom. See, I can choose, then again I could probably work with like the thousands of gradients that exist. See, now that there's a center piece that's custom, technically custom, I can actually work with this now. There we go. So if I delete that, it's just gonna leave these, which is fine, but I feel like I can't change the color and mask. That's dumb. Alright. So the backing to this can be like my structural blue, which is this one. This can be like a yellow of some kind. Something pale. This can be red, even though I'm not fond of red. I'll make this one green or something. And this one can be that. Oh, let me think. All right. Let's go with like a purpley color. So like that. Boom. That's a pink that we're going for, right? So we'll go with a more like noticeable. There we go. So now we're gonna go and find chat. Not under templates. So let's see, a chat icon. Oh, hold on. What if we just made a tiny version of chat.exe? For the actual icon, I think we can move the face to make it more noticeable. And then what I kind of want is this little sticker piece, but probably not going to happen. So, yay assets. So from here, we're going to duplicate these. That way I have a save of all the colors. So, current schedule. I think green will be right back. What would I want? So, hold on. What would I want for that? So, hold on. These are different. These are various icons for things. I want a stick figure. Fucking T-pose. Hold on. Let me see what I can find. Aha, graphics, bitch. See, like running off or something. Can I just like find one that's like chilling on a couch or something? Oh, that's adorable. Ooh, that would also work, but I'm wanting a really simple aesthetic. I love how I'm just changing my streaming assets as I'm streaming. Fucking existing. Look at this little computer person. So adorable. They look quite unhappy. So we have chat, we have schedule, which I can also move that like right here if I want. Yeah, so now we have the schedule, we have BRB, we have this guy, which I might use, might not. We'll see. Again, see, this is why a gradient is important, because some of my assets have really light and really dark, but having access to both sides of the area, boom, now I won't lose that. Science! So stick figures are so cool, and I may or may not have broken a candle like earlier. Better good. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can do like show more like this. There's a little. Okay, so we have schedule. We have chat, which will open just like a just talking section. Which. It would be so cool if I could have an animation for stream starting soon of like the different applications being opened and closed. I am so cold. My computer's happy because I'm cold. Because if I'm cold, my computer's cold. What are my temps? Let's find out. You get to look at my computer. Are you okay, HW monitor? You appear to not be okay. Where's my CPU temp? CPU temp, like 40 frickin' Celsius. I'm like doing nothing right now though. Like 40 to 50. Where's my 5060 Ti? Currently like 37, using like 15 watts. Nice. So like my system is like barely doing anything right now, which is good. I don't like having to stress it out. Alright, so I have welcome, general. So this is kind of gonna be like the general tab. But I also have full screen for my game. So let's find just like a gaming icon. I don't use. So here's the thing: I don't play on controller. So how do I show that? Laptop? Up. Okay, there we go. Something like this, maybe? Perhaps? Maybe? I don't know. Something. Oh! Something like this. Bye. Kind of looks like a calculator, vaguely, but. Or hold on. Try looking through here. I'm like, there's probably one that matches the laptop I used to have. That I still have, just don't use, I mean. PC tower? PC. Leaning tower pizza. Okay. My computer's not water cooled, but we can work with this. I've thought about water cooling my system though. It's just one of those not yet type things. 31 degrees Celsius in my computer's fucking dreams. That would be awesome if I could maintain temps like that, but I would have to go sub-zero to do that. Like, genuinely. So what I'm trying to do is make sure, like, I'm lined up with these different ones. Not, like, I'm not seriously, like, overstepping it. So far, I'm doing pretty good. So now we have chat, we have my calendar of the game. GPU. Hold on. Freaking graphics cards, a little SSD up in here. SSDs are very expensive now. Like, oh my god. I was looking at getting a 4 terabyte SSD because, like, I edit off a 2 terabyte at the moment and it's becoming not enough. And, yeah. I don't have $400 to $500 for an SSD right now. That is a fourth of what I spent on my entire computer, which my computer is worth like almost $3,000 because of the RAM and the storage shortage. Like, just the RAM and storage I have is worth about $1,200 now, and I paid a lot less than that. So it's made my computer worth a lot of money, but it's just, I don't care. I got a pretty good deal when I built my computer, so, like, I'm happy. Ooh, a little camera thing. So little camera. Hold up. Sunny. We'll grab like a little camera. This is such a cool asset. And I'm allowed to have multicolor assets. Fuck off. I do think that's bland, so we'll find something different. Oh, that's cool. I do think having a watch party could be so cool. So let's switch that over to camera. Let's play with black and white. So, like, something like this. This is somewhat reminiscent of the camera that I shoot with. Looks very similar to a Canon. Actually, no. Hold on. That's opposite-ended. Because, hold on. If I flip this... Okay, yeah. Now it looks like it. Okay. I was just confused. I have a similar little camera. I wish you could zoom in on this tab. That would help me so much. You can't, like, drag it out, but you can push it, like, in and stuff. It's only so useful. I could go with this. It's a little simple, and it kind of looks like the OBS logo in a way, but... we'll do like blue. Alright, so gaming, and then what I want to do is here. So hold on, you'll see. I can't type. Oh my god, this is cool. Oh, it's such a cool asset. Hold up. For My Health is Mental, that's so cool. So, like, whether we're doing My Health is Mental, we're doing, like, just a talking stream, or, like, talking about the filmmaking aspect of what I do, or, like, just playing a video game, I have, like, the different tabs for those. Because that's basically what I do. It's like, this is pretty much done. If I could find it in black and white, that would be cool. Ooh, that's so cool. Let me pull that asset, pull this back. That is so cool. Like, genuinely badass. See, this is one of the few subscriptions I have that's like, I've never once regretted it. Because, like, Canva Premium, I'm not sponsored. Not sponsored. But just $15 a month, and I can have transparent PNGs. I can export in stupid resolutions. I have pretty much unlimited storage to work on different projects. It's awesome. So now we have the main tab. So My Health is Mental, filmmaking, and then like the gaming side of things, which is gonna, I want to do a green for this. So if I could swap over the colors. Send back. Oh, I can delete that. And then we'll send. That way we don't just have a weird fucking random asset there. Because TMB is going to be rebranding as more of a green color, because my main business, the photography side of things, is very blue. And I want to keep it that way. So it's just, I'm just going to redo a bunch of the assets in green. No biggie. And My Health is Mental is very like pinky red. And it's going to be like a radio inspired talk show about mental health. Oh, that's such. This is so good too. It's kind of hard to tell it's a brain though at first glance. Kind of looks eh. Can I change the color? Hell yeah, I can. Both assets are so good. Both of these are so good. I prefer that. This has won me over. Like, over and over already. Like, this is so good. So we have the 3 different main things I stream. Or like this I haven't streamed yet. This I'm streaming very soon because I have the production for a film upcoming. I need to write a bunch of dialogue, so I'll be streaming that kind of body double style. And then of course like the games and stuff that I need to get back into streaming. I used to stream a bunch of that stuff. So we have chat, schedule, and then either like leaving or being right back, I think, maybe. Hold up. Coming and going. How do I show that? Just a thumbs up. Coming soon. And see, like, the majority of these are, like, paid for. Like, this image is included with your Canva Pro. That, and also, like, every one of these assets, I can use these commercially. Like, that... I don't think that's a thing if you don't pay. So, commercial usage. Super cool. This is kind of cool. Oh, hold on. So, hold on. Let's just do exit. Then we'll just do like... We'll pull a couple of these real fast. And then what I want to do is... For square, maybe? Can I get... Aha! Yes, it looks like the Windows logo. I don't care. Can I round the chord? I totally can. And I can make it colors. Oh, God. Where am I? There I am. That is one, like, downside to, like... manually doing stuff is you screw things up all the time. We'll do, like... kind of make it like a flat volleyball. This is fine. So we'll do 24. Better than nothing at all. Even if I'm starting strong. Even if I'm starting small. Oh, no, I don't need to find... I can find things? But, like, the different asset pages... This is currently what this looks like. Like, just overall. That's kind of cool. Goodbye. And then... I don't know. So, hold on. We'll do, like... Grab that or something. Probably run that as like almost like an almost red color. Like it's almost red. It's a very, very pale, fricked up red. I think we'll copy over the color. I'm very much not used to using this much red and pink and orange, but I'm not opposed. It's come out quite nice. I usually don't like these colors, but here I am using them as mains. And we'll like go into this. We'll make it just a little bit. Just a little bit. See, this is a cool asset as well. So that's going to go next to this cool dude here. That's an unused asset, which sucks, but life is life. As you can tell, I really like this sort of style. I'm just gonna back it using the same really pretty photo I took with my Nikon. So already this is like coming together. So we're going to delete the icons from the page. And we'll start with my health is mental. So for my health is meant. Whoa, okay. Wait, is my health is mental green? Is the assets for that green? Because that could determine a lot. Was it going to be green? I have 2 things for my health is mental. Why? Anyway, scroll down. Okay, so the official draft for my health is mental is blue. But I know I had some assets that were green. Yeah, so it's working on green. It's like I really like this color. What is this color? You. Copy. That's a cool color. Yeah, I think my health is mental. Yeah, so these are actual assets for my health is mental. So that's important. So none of these are done, but I need to go bathroom. So I will be the back. What I can do is just put this here. Ooh, don't do that. We'll go effect. And we'll just like make it bright orange or something. Because nothing else on that asset page is that color. BRB. Holy crap, I'm cold. I'm very cold right now. Like earlier it was fine. Now it's not. I need to grab my hoodie. Hold up. I have a hoodie. Oof. I think I'm also gonna like listen to music, because usually when I stream I just don't listen to anything, because I'll get caught up in what I'm listening to or watching. But this is a body doubling stream, and it's one of those where, like, yes, I want to talk to the peoples, but A, they're not really peoples, and also the point of body doubling is you're with me in what I'm doing, and I'm kind of somewhat in a presence of what you're doing. So I grab my music. Let me make sure that's not gonna pull through the audio on this, because that would be probably bad. Oh yeah, that was an error I had with the fucking GPU, because I'm running 2 GPUs because of an impulse. So I had a 3070 originally. So I spec'd this computer with a 3080 when I built it. I had an RX 5500 when I first built it, because that's what I had at the time. I upgraded from an i7 4770 and an RX 5500 to an i9 13900K and then RX 5500. I was saving for a 3080 or 3080 Ti, because those were like 600 at the time. They had just come down in price to a reasonable level, and my RX 5500 died. I spilled soda in my computer, and my boot drive and my GPU did not make it. So that's sad. But what I did instead is the paycheck. I had just gotten paid, luckily, but like it was kind of a bad week. So all I could afford for $324, I think it was, I got an RTX 3070 and love that card to death. However, it started to be a bit of a bottleneck, and oddly enough, for video editing, it wasn't the VRAM. For gaming, it wasn't the VRAM. Photo editing, it was the VRAM. But for video editing, I have a GoPro Hero 12, and when you shoot in high bit rates, you're shooting in a compressed format called H.265, and basically, the encoder of the 3070 wasn't capable of keeping up with that. So I would have to transcode the footage and either make it really, really massive, like 100 to 600 gigs, I'm not kidding, of just ProRes, so that I can edit smoothly, because it's a much easier interframe codec, or deal with slow scrub times, because, well, your GPU's struggling, and it wasn't the VRAM. I was at like 4 gigs out of 8 gigs of VRAM, and I was just sitting there struggling to scrub, like I'm struggling to speak right now. So went to Walmart this week. This was like a super recent thing, and I noticed, hey, Walmart has computer parts. Let's look. They're completely sold out of RAM. They had a couple CPU deals that were interesting, but I already have a really nice chip, so I don't need to upgrade. 14900K would not be a meaningful upgrade. But they had a 5060 Ti 8 gig, which, yes, I know people shit on that card. It has the new encoder, and I didn't know, like, I stopped paying attention around 30 series coming out, like, with that, the encoders, because I thought it didn't matter. No, it matters. Encoders matter a lot, especially for video editing. So I bought it. It was $300 on sale. Not a bad price. Got it home. Got it put in my computer. So now I have 2 GPUs, the 3070 and the 5060 Ti. The 5060 Ti outperforms my 3070 by about like 5%. and it pulls 100 watts less power while doing so. It's so tempting to just buy another 5060 Ti and just sell the 3070, because like compute wise I don't need faster. I play at 1440p. I stream now at 1440p. Like my main bottleneck is actually beginning to become RAM and CPU, because that and storage speed occasionally, but I can't afford SSDs at the moment. Those things are too expensive. Just a little bit too expensive. I cry now. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on. I'm in pain. So hold on. What if I do? So if I make this one the chat page, just chatting. And then I can also like add no, not under templates. Only complaint about Canva is that then I will also have this, and then let me layer forward, bring forward, boom. And then this is going to be a kind of reminder here. So we'll make that a little smaller. So now we have this shit. Make that a little smaller. Nice. I think I can do better for the remember button. But don't forget, that's a bit eh. This one? Bright and happy, but bold enough for me to read. Cool. My eyesight is shit. See, I should probably change the gradient, but I'm actually kind of happy with it. See, now it's a bit easier to read. There we go. But I'd have to change every single one to this gradient now, which is more than fine. I can just scale this to the same as that, and goodbye. Then I just find you. I figure out what gradient I used. I used linear gradient 90 to E29. This one. Waha. Every one of them had to be changed. There we go. That's one reason I don't like delving into like branding and stuff. Like, see, this having a more full screen look could be kind of cool. Let's try scaling this up just a bit. I'm cool with this. See, this looks fine. I am happy with that. The exit button, it's a little squished up there, up against the walls. Just a little bit. Give some room to breathe. Like that, boom. But like, I don't know. It's so good. And what I want to do is use the actual colors used in these icons as like the actual ow 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 that hurt thing. So like this will be green for the gaming, the filmmaking side of things will be blue. It's like I grab some music and then I'll look through some more templates to get an idea of what I want to do here. Oh my god. After bound by the place. Predictable failure. All right. Hold up. The fuck? I'm so confused. What I'm trying to do is do the conjoin thing. I did it! Yay! I did it. I probably... Alright, so now we're going to take this example here. So now we're in the chat. So what if I... So home... Home? Maybe. I don't know. Something right here. So we'll do something like that maybe? Popular fonts. Let's look at this. See, I used to use this a lot for my official branding, but I felt like it was boring. Well, so we're working with this, like happy, kind of cheerful. Maybe. I don't know. Let me think. Stay. Does that say feathers? Fearless. I can't fucking read. That could so be used for My Health is Mental. Hold up. Oop. Let's not do that. Not without properly copying over the data. This logo, TM. So usually I don't like having this many pages, but I feel like I don't have enough yet. So we'll go away. Hold on. So we'll go. It's a cool font, don't get me wrong, but kinda eh. Then again, that's actually not a bad font. Can I move you around, please? Thank you. Move this to the asset page so I have a clearer view of it. Actually, I'm pretty happy with that. Hold up. I deleted it. Something thinks it's 384 from somewhere else. Oh no, I might have just crashed Canva again. What could be causing it? I wonder, maybe using 30 gigs of RAM. What is Canva using? Like 4 gigs of RAM. Chrome's using a lot more. OBS is using a bunch of power. Are you sure OBS is using a bunch of power? GPU's at 16 watts. You're at like 20 to 30. You're running at like 40 watts. It is not indeed using a bunch of power. You're crazy. But yeah, I do think I have to reopen it. Hold up. It takes up a few seconds, but it happens. Just upset me. Okay. Had to make sure my audio was good. There we go. Scrolly scroll all the way down. Yeah, like this tabbed architecture is so cool. Why would you want to be here? What do you ever see here? It doesn't make you feel worse than you do. But tell me, what's the use in feeling blue? Why would you want to employ subjects that destroyed her? Why keep up her silly Sue? Tell me, what's the use in feeling blue? They can go and fight a war. What about a notebook? Template. Are you okay? Canva's not okay. It might be an internet thing. Oh.